shot, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
Previously on My Kitchen Rules.
Welcome to Tassie!
Welcome to
4 teams have boiled,
Clean off the bone.
baked, peeled, and pureed their way through the competition.
I've had a few accidents.
But amongst the mayhem,
This was all bad.
it was Tassie youngsters, Thalia and Bianca, who came out shining.
It was so good that it wasn't enough of it.
With only 2 instant restaurants to go, Harry and Christo are currently on the bottom with 44 points and in danger of elimination.
Anything can happen.
That's a good point.
Tonight,
Wowee.
Looks gorgeous.
the Adelaide mums put themselves out on a limb.
I'm taking a massive risk.
We gotta get it out. Getting it out.
But everything in my head tells me that I can pull it off.
That's not even cooked, babe.
I'm dying a little inside,
Put it back in. Put it back in.
but I just need to fix this.
Can Bri and Jessica pull off the coup of the competition?
Chateaubriand.
Putting a fancy word in front of something doesn't make it fine dining.
If I could give you 11, I would.
Awesome. This is what dreams are made of.
This is the night. I'm turning up the heat. This is the night. I'm standing on my feet. This is the night. I'll make it on my own.
Tonight, teams travel to Adelaide for the 5th instant restaurant of round 2. Our hosts are proud mums Bri and Jessica.
I'm married with 2 little girls.
And I'm also married with 2 little girls.
All right, well, let's make cookies!
Chocolate chip ones.
Looking after our families is like 2 full-time jobs.
A woman's work is never done.
No.
I used to hate that saying growing up,
It's
but
so
now I can totally
true.
relate to it. Yeah. I can't wait to go to the markets.
I know. I can't wait either.
We are busy mums, but whenever we get the chance, we love to get out and about and savour South Australia's best produce.
Look at that. It's beautiful.
Barossa Valley. Our dream is to take people on tours locally around the state.
Gather produce and then finish it off with a cooking lesson.
So we're just going to put the lamb
Yeah.
on top? Yeah.
Family's gonna love this.
Oh, yeah.
As a mum, you do put yourself last, and this is definitely our chance to follow our dreams. Spread our wings a little bit.
Yeah. People might look at us and think we're sweet, nice mothers, but we are a force to be reckoned with.
If we're going to be away from our husbands and kids, we are here to win.
Yeah.
Your girls are so cute, little monkeys.
I'm still waking up, I think.
Yeah, oh my God, I could not get eaten out of bed.
It's going to be a long day, but it's exciting, you know.
We run a pretty tight ship at home.
You know, we juggle kids, we juggle husbands, we juggle work life. I don't like to not meet deadlines and stuff. Or,
No,
you know,
I don't like that, babe. I hate being late.
Yeah.
The mums really play their cards quite close to their chest. We have absolutely no idea what they're going to put out tonight.
Bri and Jessica have been so secret. I asked them questions around the table and they're pretty tight-lipped about everything, so I don't even know what kind of food they're going to be cooking.
All right, here, get some strawberries. We need them for the dessert.
Our theme tonight is fine dining.
Pastry brush.
The guests have that stereotype of us being sort of, you know, housewives, and they might not think that this would come from us. Eggs.
Well, how many do you need for dessert?
I need 6.
You need 6? All right, well, let's get 2 dozen anyway, okay?
Should we check out the fillet steak here?
This one actually looks okay. I mean, I'm just thinking for the main, we need 12 pieces and they need to be reasonably sized. For main, we have salt-baked Chateaubriand with chervil béarnaise and pommes frites.
The Chateaubriand is usually the thick part of the beef tenderloin, really tender and quite lean. Chips and béarnaise, fantastic. I'm actually looking forward to it. It's gonna have to be done perfectly for me to enjoy this.
How much of this sort of is going to be like a usable, just one uniform piece? It's a big decision to buy the meat because...
We're looking for the perfect piece of meat.
And when you buy at Cryovac, it's like a mystery box. It's like...
It's all sucked in and...
You just don't know what you're going to get.
Well, if we just get 3 of those, that size, we need 5. We're not going to fit 5 in the oven, babe. before it is.
At the end of the day, I'm not a butcher, so I'm going to buy more steak than what I need so that I can be ruthless with it and get rid of anything that's undesirable.
We're throwing caution to the wind.
Yes, we are. All right, scallops. All right. Where are they? I've got them. Ideally, we're looking for beautiful local scallops. We don't want frozen and we don't want imported.
They're from Japan.
Okay.
Look, we've had them before. I've had frozen ones from Japan before.
For entree, we have scallops with wilted bitter greens and Stilton dressing.
Wow, the combination of Stilton or English blue cheese teamed with scallops is quite unusual.
The fact that scallop is delicate, beautiful and sweet, and wanted to add the really strong, salty Stilton cheese on top of it, you could actually lose the flavour of the scallop completely.
The risk with if we get the frozen ones is that they could shrink down to nothing. That's happened to me before. Why don't we just give Raptors Sons a call? I'm prepared to drive a little bit further afield to get fresh Australian scallops.
And my big concern is time.
Yes. It's just on the other side of town, so it's like...
I think that's...
Can we just make the call? Because then at least we can make an informed decision about this.
We need to be in the kitchen in, an hour, and we still got to set up our dining table as well. Bad mistake. Just go over the other side of town.
Babe?
It's going to take over an hour, I'm telling you now.
Well, let's just see if they've got them. I frustrate her.
Yeah. I always bite my tongue with Bri.
Do you guys have, at the moment, any fresh Australian scallops?
No, we actually closed our retail shop 6.5 years ago.
Oh, God. All right, so you guys are wholesaling only. There could be a couple of other options.
Yeah. We're not seeing eye to eye on time at the moment.
OK, Angelakis. If they don't have them...
My cake's not going to be ready.
Jess, seriously, don't worry.
Oh, God.
You've only got imported? OK. Now I've made that call, I feel OK. All right. I just needed to make that call.
Let's order.
OK.
We need 60.
Yeah, I'll give you a good price.
Thank you very much. Let's just get home and set that dining table.
OK, yes. OK.
Okay, let's go.
Please, God, don't have forgotten something.
Starting to feel the pressure of time. We really need to get back to the house really quickly. Okay, let's go. Grab this stuff. All right. We've still got to set the dining room.
Because we're doing fine dining tonight, we need this room to be perfect. This fork is far too small to be an entree fork.
We realised that we're missing an entree fork.
There's a cake fork. They are, like, seriously miniature. It is what it is.
Right.
We need to use them and just hope that everything else on the table will be a distraction. Attention to detail, that's what separates fine dining from just everyday, semi-formal. I think it looks beautiful, Jessie. I'd be happy to eat here.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Oh my gosh, 2.5 hours.
All right, 2 hours, 39 minutes, Jess.
Yeah. All right, let's get our aprons on.
Oh my God, look at these.
Let's just hurry up and get started.
We've lost half an hour, but we're just gonna do what we do and
do our best and do it as quickly as we can.
So Jessie, I'm just gonna make the dough to go around the beef fillets, the salt dough. That needs to rest for 2 hours, but the good thing is it's a quick cook.
Yeah.
The first thing I have to do is start on the salt dough for main because it has to rest. Basically, with the salt dough, you're creating a casing and it's like a little steam oven inside of there, so it does cook the meat evenly. All right, come on, you. I've never actually done it with beef fillet before, so I'm really just trusting all of my instincts to get it right. It's full of salt. It's not an easy dough to work with. I'm taking a massive risk, but everything in my head tells me that I can pull it off. How you going, Jess?
Yeah, good. I'm just going to grease the tin ready for the cake. For dessert, we have raspberry mousse cake with macerated strawberries and sugar-crusted almonds.
I love the sound of this dessert. Raspberry mousse cake, hopefully it's feather light. Hopefully they don't put too much sugar in there, otherwise it could be a too sweet dessert.
Right, now I'm just getting the chocolate mixture onto the stove just to melt.
Yep, beautiful.
And then I'll add it to the eggs.
Yep, get that beautiful cake in the oven, Jess.
The mud cake is going to be the base of our dessert today. It needs to cook and cool so that we can put the mousse on top and then it can be put into the fridge. It will actually add a lot of nice texture to the dish.
I agree.
Initially, we decided to use a sponge cake in our dessert today, but sponge cake can be a little bit tricky to make. That's why we've decided to go with something that I know how to make really well, and that's my dark chocolate mud cake. It takes about an hour and 15 in a slow oven to cook.
All right, we've got an hour and a half till everyone gets here.
Do you think you should start wrapping up the meat with the dough yet?
No.
No?
No. That needs to rest for like another hour and a half.
But that's going to take a lot of time to roll
But
out.
do you know what? What I'll do is I'm actually going to get the meat prepped.
Time's ticking, but we still feel under control. We've got the cake in the oven, we've got the dough made. Now we can focus on preparing the meat.
Yep. All right, where's the other 2 fillets?
Did you put them in the fridge?
I don't know. What did I do with them? Honestly, Jess, where have I put the rest of the meat? Like...
Is it still in there?
No, it's not in there. It was in there, wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
Did we buy the meat? Did we
Where
buy
is
the meat?
it? What did I do with it?
We definitely got it out of the car before, so...
We did. It was in there, wasn't it?
Well...
Was it?
Did you see it in there? You had the bag.
We did buy 4 pieces of meat, didn't we?
Yeah.
You're 100% sure?
Yeah. I am. I can even look at the receipts.
Did we buy it?
We're missing 2 pieces of fillet steak.
Oh my God, where is the meat? I'm like, where's the meat? 1, 2. Do we buy the meat?
2. No. We bought only 2 pieces. We're too short.
It dawns on us, we actually never put them in the trolley.
We looked at them, hi, and just proceed to walk off.
Oh my God, what the hell? Yeah. Okay, I'll just have to make it look as pretty as I can.
How many do you reckon you get pieces you're going to get out of this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Do it a bit bigger.
I'm looking at it thinking there's no way this is going to feed 12 people. There's just no way. We're just going to have to, people are going to be hungry and there won't be a great deal of meat. Do you know what? This is fine dining, and hey, do you know what? I don't know one big man that goes to fine dining and doesn't leave hungry.
You just have to put extra chips on Felix's plate.
All right, do you know what? Like, just make extra big desserts. I'm dying a little inside, but I can't lose my cool right now. I just need to fix this.
The cake is done.
All right, oh, beautiful, get it out.
It's time for the cake to come out of the oven. It looks nice and moist. It's exactly how I bake my mud cake, so I'm pretty happy.
It's gonna be beautiful, babe.
Yeah, it just needs to cool down now.
All right.
I've got to get onto that mousse because that needs to set. The mud cake is now done. We still need to make the mousse, but first... All right, we're going to get dressed.
Yes.
Wonder what they're going to be cooking.
I have no idea what to expect.
I think we're going for a wedding theme. Everyone being dressed up.
In the suburbs, dressed a bit classy. Everyone thinks we're going to a wedding.
I can't wait to see because they don't let anything away.
I know, they never, ever give it up, ever.
Let's get cracking.
OK, I think I can do this in 6 minutes.
Yeah,
if I
you can
get this
do it
in
in
the
6
fridge.
minutes.
I'm rushing to mix the ingredients for the mousse before the guests arrive.
Oh my God, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
What do you think we're going to eat?
I'm thinking, you know, nicely cooked, homely kind of meal.
Like, we've got a minute. We've got 59 seconds. Here, give me a spoon. It's too late. I trust you.
I can add it afterwards.
It's all good. I'll taste it later.
Walking into tonight's instant restaurant, we're at the bottom of the leaderboard, not doing that great.
Obviously, we want everyone to cook their best, but ideally, we want to be further up the leaderboard.
See what the girls are going to give us.
You good?
Oh my goodness, they're here.
Wow, good to see you.
The mums look absolutely gorgeous. They're very happy to see us all. I'm excited to get inside and see what the instant restaurant's going to be like. Wowee. Elegant was probably the word that came to mind first.
Well said. Looks gorgeous.
I think the room is a little bit underdressed, but we're here for the food, so let's see what the girls put up.
OK, so welcome to our restaurant, Sage. Sage has a lot of meanings, but the one that's most relevant to us is the meaning of domestic virtue.
We wanted to do something fine dining because it's so totally removed from our normal everyday lives. We're just average, ordinary wives and mothers.
So, welcome to our restaurant and we hope you enjoy your night.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
Thanks, guys. See ya. Hey.
I'd love an apple cider, thanks, Christo.
Around the table, everyone's looking really good. Everyone's in a very good mood.
Cheers!
Cheers. Hey. Cheers.
Really happy to be sitting across from David and Corinne.
From what I've heard, I think David was a bit negative at our dinner party.
I think David and Corinne have had their kill. I mean, they're definitely not the bottom of the leaderboard anymore, but that doesn't mean that they're the top of the friendship board either.
Okay, so what do we need to work on?
I'm gonna make the Stilton dressing. The Stilton dressing is a recipe that I've created myself. It is a bit of a risk because not everybody likes blue cheese, but hoping that they'll like it. Oh, this is like totally nerve-wracking, seriously, this entree.
What is this little fork for? Looking at the cutlery, I see this little cute fork and I'm thinking, we are getting oysters. Woohoo!
Could be just a really small entree.
I really want a good steak.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a chicken.
With this? I see our steak knife and I just look over at Harry. Maybe you should have had these knives at your dinner party.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
We might have been able to cut our meat.
Oh, Jess, straight out with it.
Because it was that tough and dry.
Yeah.
Well, that was pretty funny.
It's a joke, come on!
No one's laughing, mate.
I think we were taken back.
Yeah, we're taken aback. It was really forward.
She'll just blurt it out straight down the line.
Hey, at least you know I tell you the truth.
All right, I'm just going to maybe attempt to cut the cake now with the circular moulds.
Once the cake is cut, I line the moulds with baking paper, pour the raspberry mousse in and put them in the fridge until they set.
All right. Whew. They're in the fridge.
Bri and Jessica have been quite quiet around the table. They haven't been outspoken at all. Maybe they keep their cards close to their chest, but I'm hoping they've got great food coming out.
All right, deep breaths. All right, let's do it. Let's just get over and done with. Hello! Hello! Hi, how are you?
Thank you.
Good to see you. Welcome to Adelaide.
Thanks for having us. It's quite nice to see everyone in their tuxedos and the ladies dressed up. I'm sure we're in for a interesting evening.
No checky.
Welcome, Peter Manu. Welcome to our instant restaurant Sage. Please open your menus and have a look. So for entree, we have pan-seared scallops with Stilton dressing and wilted bitter greens.
I don't know what Stilton sauce is, and I can't pronounce the main course.
For main course, we've got salt-baked Chateaubriand with cheval Béarnaise and pommes frites.
I am definitely puzzled. I can't understand probably half of the words in the main course, I'm sad to say.
And for dessert, we have a beautiful raspberry mousse cake with macerated berries and sugar-crusted almonds.
The menu definitely says fine dining.
Yeah.
I guess we're not that used to fine dining if we don't understand.
We're just going to go back into the kitchen
and get your entree
the
done.
entree's ready for you all. Okay.
Thank you. What are you thinking of the menu?
Entree, I'm stoked. I love scallops. It's my death row dish. As long as they're not overcooked, I'll be very happy. Mind you, they're very hard to do, so they better do them good. Takes more than 2 months from Adelaide to scare us.
The Stilton dressing, I don't know what that is.
Most people around the table weren't sure about what Stilton was until we had to tell them. Stilton dressing is English blue cheese.
Not a big fan of blue cheese, which I've just learnt is the key component of Stilton dressing. First thing I do when I get the entree is I'll be tasting that sauce by itself.
We seriously need to get this pancetta in before we start doing anything.
All right.
So the pancetta will add saltiness and crunch to the entree. This can seriously burn in a matter of seconds.
It happens at 200 degrees, or it's at its maximum.
It's at its maximum.
So 250 degrees, it's going to crisp up really quickly, especially being on that shelf.
We're just going to stay glued to that oven. I've got to keep an eagle eye on this. Shrink, you little darlings.
Oh, you've got this pan going.
Oh, smoke alarm.
Yeah.
Harry,
what was that? I didn't mean it.
The smoke alarm goes blasting out. Harry goes, yes!
I didn't mean it in a bad way.
I mean, it was it was not like that, David.
Pretty close.
It came across in a very negative tone. I didn't mean it to be in that sort of fashion.
David, it wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that.
Both Christo and Harry was, no, we weren't being serious. We were just, you know, I thought, oh.
You've read it all wrong, David.
Yeah.
I'm going to get these scallops on, babe. The pancetta's looking good. It's time to cook the scallops. But we've just got to get the pan super hot first, though.
Okay.
And then as soon as you get to one end of the pan, just start flipping them again and put butter in then, OK? If we put the butter in too soon, it will cool down the pan and they won't get caramelised.
Okay.
We want to see these scallops caramelised and browned. They just cannot be overcooked. That's all there is to say about it.
Now, ready?
Yep, do that one. All right, we just can't crowd the pan, whatever you do. Look, they're like, just give them a sec.
This is hot.
Yep, turn them now. These pans aren't hot enough. I think we need to do it in smaller batches, babe, because look, I'm not getting them out of the pan quick enough. They're not getting caramelisation on them. Just get them out, Jess, get them out now, get them out now.
We're looking at the scallops stewing in the pan and we're thinking we need to get them out of the pan as soon as possible.
Oh, so these are definitely going to overcook if I put them back in. They can't go back in. We know that they're not overcooked, but they don't look as pretty as we would have liked. I'll just have to do smaller batches and that should be okay. See, this is what we want. Look at that. Look at these pretty little things. We'll just make sure we give Pete and Manu the good ones. There's going to be 2 plates that aren't ideal.
Okay.
Do you want to do the greens?
Yeah.
Make sure you put rocket in there too. Yep. All right, I'm doing the last batch of scallops now. There's a bit of inconsistencies with the way these scallops are cooked, but, you know, the last batch of scallops I'm a little bit worried about, but, we need to get them out. All right.
Let's start plating.
Let's plate away. That's the best we can do right now?
Yep.
All right, we need to find the best ones here and we need to give them to Pete and Manu. Yeah. I reckon maybe these ones here.
Yep,
they look good.
Yep.
I'm shaking like a leaf doing this, seriously.
This is people's first impressions of us as cooks.
Yeah, and we just want it to be well received. We've just got to get this food out.
Yeah, we do.
These little details, Jess, it's what we need. This means so much to us because we want to pursue our dreams.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is messy. I'm a bit terrified.
Let's just do it.
All right, let's do this.
Thank you. Entree's being served. Bri and Jessica look a little flustered.
But every single plate, one after the other, looks perfect.
The mums, they look so nervous. They're both clenching each other.
I'm thinking, like, do they think that this is just, like, the worst flavour combination in the universe?
Bri and Jessica for entree scallops with wilted bitter green and Stilton dressing. Is this what you call fine dining?
I guess so.
So do I.
Awesome. That's awesome.
I didn't know what to expect coming to Adelaide and trying your food, because around the table so far at the instant restaurants, you've been quite quiet. I wasn't expecting this. The sweetness of the scallops, the sharpness of the sauce, and then the saltiness of the pancetta, and then finally the bitter greens. This, to me, is the best dish in the competition so far.
Far out. Thank you so much.
I can't believe it. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I am literally right now having an out-of-body experience because I feel like I'm dreaming, to be quite honest.
Oh, Oh my goodness, is this really happening?
How are you feeling, Bri?
I'm speechless. I'm totally speechless. How do you describe the feeling that we're feeling right now?
Yeah, it's
you
amazing.
can't. It's just like, this is what dreams are made of.
We want to give you the same critics for main course.
We want to receive them.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Did that just happen? Did that just happen? Did that just happen?
Yes, it did.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am spinning out right now. I'm spinning out. That was just... Did that really happen?
Bon appétit.
Around the table, silence. I think people are just savouring the moment.
The first thing I try is the Stilton dressing, and I'm so surprised. It's not overpowering, it's not too strong, and it's really delicious.
I tasted the sauce by itself and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was awesome.
When I tasted the blue cheese sauce, it tasted like yogurt that I used to have as a kid.
Yeah, play.
Yeah, and it was really nice. It brought back a lot of memories.
People are being converted from not liking blue cheese to now loving it.
Loved the scallops. They were a little bit too overcooked for me, but I really enjoyed it. They weren't rubbery, so I don't criticise for that.
But the bitterness of the bitter veggies is just a bit too bitter for me.
David, scallops, what do you think?
The sauce was delightful. I ate it first, it was just beautiful.
I think mine was slightly undercooked, but I don't mind so much with that. But the flavour was really good.
I really enjoyed the dish.
I'm not surprised. Change of tune for David, definitely.
I'd like to have more of that sauce.
I think now that he assumes that he's safe, that he feels like he doesn't have to be on the defensive and he doesn't have to put a negative spin on everything.
I've seared the beef to keep the juices in, and now we're going to wrap it in the dough. This is the moment of truth, Jess.
Okay.
Come on, my little pretty. Don't let us down. Do not let us down.
It's all right.
There cannot be any holes. It needs to keep all the steam and everything in there, and that's what's going to cook it. Okay.
This is good dough, babe.
Yep. The biggest worry about this meat is the fact that we can't see how it's cooked until we carve it. If we overcook this meat, it's going to fail. If too much salt comes out of the dough, it's going to fail. Do you know what? It's with the gods now. It just needs to get into a hot oven, and it needs to get in there quick, because the longer that it can rest, the better it will be. That's it. They're going in. You're in.
Okay, good luck, mate.
Yep. We love you.
Yeah, we love you lots.
Be kind to us. Be kind to us. Shut up, quick.
The biggest mistake what you guys I think made was second guessing yourselves and not going with your instincts and what you know.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting next to Harry and I'll take the opportunity to ask him, well, you must be hoping that one of the two teams left fails. Reality is, but for you to go forward, someone's got to go bad.
Unfortunately, for us to proceed further in this competition, someone would have to fail or not do very well.
If it came down to a cook-off, I'd be happy. I just don't want other people failing. Like, it's not fun for anyone.
Which is funny, because if the girls do really well tonight, that means he's gunning for us to fail.
I'm taking these out in 7 minutes.
Are you?
Yep. The biggest decision about the meat is just trusting instincts.
Even if the crust isn't hard? I wouldn't do it. Got to make sure that it's got that hollow sound to it when you tap it. It's got to go that doo-doo.
Every minute counts when you're cooking something like this. So if the timing's out at all, then it's going to be ruined. I want to get it out, Jess. I really do. Got to trust our instincts.
Yeah, my instincts are telling me to wait till it goes crusty on top.
I don't think that that's going to matter. It's not going to matter. It's really not going to matter. Oh, Jess. My gut says get it out of the oven. The top one's browner than the bottom one, but I'm thinking to myself, get them both out. Get it out. Now.
Yeah,
my
so
instincts are saying get this puppy out now, and that's exactly what we're doing. The one at the bottom, it's not, do you know what, it's still...
Put it on the top for another 5 minutes.
Jess has apprehensions about it because she thinks that the bottom one isn't cooked enough. All right, I'm getting it out.
Really?
Yep, I am. I don't want to overcook this meat.
I don't know how hot it is inside of that bread, like regardless of how brown it is.
It's going to be cooking from the bottom too, remember? Like this had that one had the top, but this had nothing on the bottom.
That's not even cooked, babe. It's not even hard. It means it hasn't gone through.
Put it back in. Put it back in. Put it back in.
It could be totally raw in the centre or completely cremated.
I think we need to wait till it gets a nice crust on it and then pull it out.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm stressing about this meat.
Overcooking that meat is the worst thing that could ever happen. It has to be perfect medium rare. That's the only way that it can be served.
We need to get it out. We got to get it out. Getting it out.
Like, it's just...
It's staying out. You're staying out.
All right.
All right, that's it.
Turning this off now.
It's out of the oven. I've made the decision. Next.
So we're going to do the chips now?
Huh?
Do the chips?
Yeah, start doing them.
The meat is resting, the chips are in, and now I'm onto the Béarnaise sauce.
That Béarnaise smells good.
Béarnaise is a traditional French butter sauce that goes really, really well with steak.
Got half a kilo of butter going into this. So if people are watching their weight, don't go near this sauce.
Do you want to take over and we'll swap?
If you want, just put one in at a time, okay? And just keep whisking constantly. Don't stop whisking, like whatever you do at all.
Just watch the chips.
I am, I'm
Just watch the chips.
No, you're putting it too quick.
Babe, just let me do it, okay?
I'm worried about serving a Béarnaise sauce to Manu.
Just watch the chips.
Yeah, I'm watching. All right, shall I get those out?
See if they're crispy.
Oh, they're good? Yum! Yeah, they're good.
All right, cool.
We're very happy.
And yeah, we're really happy.
You cut those chips so freaking well.
Main course?
To be honest, I'm not sure exactly what it is. Yeah. I don't know. Manu might have to translate for me.
Chateaubriand. Chateau, is it a house? Chateau, or is that a palace, or?
Chateaubriand.
Everybody realizes that it sounds a lot better in French than in English. I mean, come on. Chateaubriand with Béarnaise sauce and pomfret.
At a guess, I'm guessing it is beef cooked in like crusted salt with Béarnaise sauce and obviously fancy potatoes. Am I right?
Maybe.
I am very keen to know what this steak and chips will be like. Putting a fancy word in front of something doesn't make it fine dining, so they're going to have to do some really good quality beef to pull this one off.
Okay, you ready for the big reveal?
Let's do it.
The grand reveal.
All right, it smells good.
Does smell good.
It smells really, really good.
As I'm pulling the meat out, there's definite, like, fear.
Yep, I reckon it's cooked perfectly. Oh, fuck, maybe not.
And when I feel it, I think to myself, is that cooked? Oh my God. But then I think to myself, no juices have escaped from this meat. This is like a little waterbed.
It's full of all its own juices, do you know what I mean?
I'm worried. It looks undercooked to
Yeah,
me.
she's feeling it and thinking, but our minds are thinking differently.
So I
about
just
it.
say to Bri, I'm getting a skewer. I need to see if any blood comes out of this little baby.
I think it's just meltingly tender is what I think, because look at that, there's like no juices coming out of there. Babe, this is like, I think there's no blood coming out of it.
That's coming out. That's not cooked.
Yeah, it is. That's perfect.
Okay, all right. I just want Bri to cut it. Let's just do this.
There was heat in
Put
there.
me out of my misery.
Okay. The end bits are gone.
Yep,
We
so-
need to forget about those.
We're not serving the ends because they won't look good on the plate and they're more cooked than the rest.
We're feeling okay?
Yeah, we're feeling okay right now.
It's the moment of truth.
Ready?
Yep.
Here's the moment of truth.
Okay.
I carved the meat.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
This is how I felt when I had my daughter and I held her for the first time.
It doesn't compare to having my children, obviously, but that feeling of like
Relief?
relief after the baby's born, after giving birth.
All right, so Jess, we need to start plating.
There's some hungry people out there, so let's just get this done.
We're just wanting to get it out to everybody,
Yeah.
like quick, smart.
It's looking amazing.
We've got the little jar of Béarnaise. We're going to have a fillet of steak next to the jar with a pile of the pommes frites on top. Do you think there's enough pommes frites?
I reckon that, yeah, in some cases we could probably put a little bit more.
With a side serve of salad greens.
I mean, it's pretty hard to make steak and chips, fine dining.
There's enough salad dressing here still.
But I think that the technique that we showed is fine dining. It's not as beautiful as what we would have hoped, but let's just get these out, Jess. Let's get these out now.
Of course, we're nervous. You know, we're not sure how they're going to react when they see this dish. We are walking a real fine line. You know, to them, it might look like steak and chips with a bit of salad.
Good luck.
Good luck, babe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The dish looks pretty basic. It's just steak and chips.
The girls are bringing the main out, placing it down on the table. I'm looking across and I'm thinking to myself,
they've done it again.
Only thing I was disappointed in was the size of my steak.
Chips for steak.
And I swapped it with Harry.
I just wanted a bigger bit of steak. And I wanted more chippies.
Everything's riding on the meat. I'm scared.
Bri and Jessica. This is not what I was expecting. Delicious.
Yay!
Absolutely delicious.
Oh my God.
That technique that you use is magical because on top of being tender and well cooked, the flavor of it was just unbelievable.
To get that sort of validation, I'm starting to realise that we do deserve to be here.
The salad, crisp, fresh, acidic, cut through the butteriness of that Béarnaise, the crispness of the chips as well. I enjoyed every single mouthful.
Oh my goodness. Awesome.
There they are, they're right up there and they're definitely our biggest competition at the moment.
The Béarnaise, it's not perfect. The Béarnaise should be a little thicker, a bit more kick in there of tarragon, but mixing it with the beef, it's just, it is still to die for. And I'm hoping we're gonna have a wicked dessert.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh my God. Did it. Main course, we did it. We nailed it. Oh my God. We actually nailed it.
You know, you get told by your friends and family that you can cook and that they love your food.
Yeah.
But to get that sort of validation from like top chefs that know what they're doing.
Place the knife on there and it just glides through. The meat is perfect.
You can taste that thyme and the beautiful salty outside.
You can't see the herbs, but you can taste them. It's just amazing what they've done with this steak.
The presentation at first I thought, that's too small, my steak. Somebody else has got a big one than me. It was a perfect size.
The pommes frites, perfect. The salad was yummy as well. I think that's actually the word that sums it all up, you know, in honour of Bri. It was yummy. So,
very good.
The whole dish was very yummy.
Let's go back to the beginning of the night. We're just ordinary mums cooking ordinary food. Yeah, right.
That was not ordinary. Okay, so mousse cake's done. The mousse cakes are in the fridge. What I need to do is the sugar-crusted almonds and the macerated strawberries. I think that's going to be enough for 12.
Yeah, you don't want too many. That mousse cake's quite big, Jess.
I finally chopped the strawberries and then I just sprinkled them lightly in a bowl with some caster sugar. Too much. And a couple of lidfuls of strawberry liqueur. Almonds are going in. Sugar-crusted almonds.
Yep. Keep an eagle eye on them.
Yep, I will. At this stage, we're quite optimistic about our dessert.
After the last 2 dishes, I have no doubt this is going to be unbelievable.
I don't know if we're going to have, you know, a slice of cake or individual cakes.
A raspberry mousse cake, is that mousse shaped like a cake?
Dave has a feeling that the dessert, mousse, may actually be shaped like a mousse.
Do you want to do the disrobing?
Okay. Once the almonds are browned in the oven, I'm ready to plate the dessert. All right, here we go. My biggest fear is that the baking paper is going to stick to the mousse, and if I rip it off too quickly, it's going to rip off the mousse off the cake.
A little bit of friction, but that's all right.
Okay, we need to serve this quick.
Yep, we do need to serve this quick.
As I'm peeling each one back, I'm thinking brown with pink. Looks good together. They're good. I think the flavours are going to be good. I think they present pretty well.
The strawberries.
They're good.
Mm-hmm. The almonds.
And the mousse is set perfectly.
I reckon the white one, if we're going to put any on there, we should use the white.
We decided to use a white pansy just to finish it all off.
And I reckon that what we do is just sit it on the strawberries like that. Do you know what I mean?
That's good. And it just looks beautiful.
Probably not what anyone's expecting either.
We just want this dish to be perfect. You know, we've had 2 beautiful courses previously. We just want to finish this night off with a perfect dessert. Wow, we did it.
We did do it, right? Okay.
Do you like what you see?
Yeah, I think it's beautiful.
Okay.
So, do you know
Let's
what?
take it out.
Let's take it out and let's, you know, see what they think.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I do notice that the cake is really big.
Huge.
Okay, it does matter.
I finally get what a mousse cake is. It's mousse on top of a cake.
Bri and Jessica, I love the raspberry mousse. And it's fluffy, it's light, it melts in the mouth straight away. But the cake, it's just far too dense.
It's too dense.
Too dense.
Is this how you normally make this dessert?
No. We use a sponge.
Why did you change?
We know how to do the mud cake really well, so we just thought raspberries and chocolate go really well, so...
Take a punt.
Yeah.
Because it seems like you got 2 different desserts on the plate.
Yeah.
Which don't really go well with each other.
I'm really disappointed. I like to think I'm really good at my desserts.
It's a shame because I wanted this to be a hat trick.
So do we.
Don't be disheartened. It's been a great night, but thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Look, we knew that it was going to be a gamble to put that cake with it.
Yeah.
It didn't. It would have been great if it wasn't in the fridge. It would have been great.
Yeah.
You know,
It was a poor decision.
it was just a bad decision.
Yeah.
I can't quite put my finger on what's wrong with the mud cake. So I actually have a few more goes at it to try and see if I can nut it out.
The bottom part I thought was way too dense and I found it hard to swallow.
I like the mousse and the flavour and the strawberries, definitely.
For me, the cake base was my favourite. Eating that with the strawberries reminded me of a birthday or something.
Some people loved the mousse, some people loved the cake. It was really differing all over the table.
I loved that dish. The first mouthful of that mousse was just like, wow.
I'm surprised David enjoyed his dessert so much and ate it all.
And the almonds, a great combination.
I think everyone can see through Dave now.
He's safe, so his strategy's changed.
The 5 guest teams will now critique tonight's meal and score it out of 10.
Christo, for entree, we had the scallops with wilted bitter leaves and Stilton dressing. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I really like the entree. The Stilton dressing as the base. On top of that, 4 perfectly plump, well-cooked scallops.
The bitter greens were a little bit bitter. I wish there was a little bit less, but I mean, that's a really minor critique. I think all the flavours worked really well.
So for the main, we had the steak and chips with the Béarnaise sauce.
It melted in your mouth. That was a fantastic dish.
Outstanding dish. Yeah, really blew me away, and that's what we've been looking for in this competition.
So for dessert, we had the raspberry mousse cake. What do you reckon of that?
The cake was a bit dense, so I couldn't really swallow it.
Everything worked. Everybody said the cake was too dense, but to me, I thought the cake was a light flavour.
So what are we thinking about scoring? The night as a whole was definitely the best so far, I think. We're going to give Bri and Jessica an 8 out of 10.
I can't believe they got everybody's steak cooked to perfection.
Amazing.
For the overall score, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking 9.
There it is. I'm thinking of 9 too.
Oh, we agree.
Done. We give them a 9.
The girls have done such a great job of keeping their skills under wraps.
What are you thinking?
Well, I think their dessert was just above average. The steak and chips was amazing, but the Béarnaise wasn't very good. So I'm feeling around about an 8.
Tonight we'll give Bri and Jessica an 8.
The entree and main were up there, 9s or 10s, and I guess they lose a couple of points just on their desserts. Tonight, we are giving Bri and Jessica an 8 out of 10.
Definitely the best food we've seen from an instant restaurant as a whole.
I reckon we give them something like an 8.
I think an 8 is exactly what I was thinking.
We're going to give them an 8 out of 10.
I can hear my heart beating through my chest, you know, like it's
we just
sweaty palms, you name it. We just want to know the scores now.
Adelaide mums Bri and Jessica began their night of fine dining on a high.
This, to me, is the best dish in the competition so far.
And their main course had everyone singing their praises.
It was yummy.
The flavour of it was just unbelievable.
But their dessert failed to hit the spot.
It's just far too dense.
Now they're hoping their mousse cake dessert hasn't left a bad taste in the judges' mouths. To take top spot on the leaderboard, Bri and Jessica must beat Thalia and Bianca's score of 85.
Ladies, thank you very much for your hospitality and a great night here in South Australia.
Bri and Jessica, the guest teams have given you a combined total score of 41 out of 50.
Awesome.
I can't believe it.
That's a really good score.
I can't believe it. I'm so shocked. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The girls with the initial score of 41 only need to get 3 to beat our score. I reckon they're feeling very confident right now.
And now it's our turn. We'll be scoring each dish out of 10. For entree, you serve scallops with wilted bitter greens and Stilton dressing. Girls, it was a magnificent dish in so many different ways. Texture, flavour, composition, presentation. If I could give you 11, I would.
Oh, awesome.
10 points.
Thank you so much. I can't believe what I'm hearing, to be quite honest.
I'm so blown away by it that I'm literally fighting back my tears. It's like, I just cannot believe it.
Yeah.
Cooked with respect, cooked with love, cooked with passion. A perfect entree from me, it's a 10.
Awesome. It's my favourite word tonight. Totally blown away. A real honour to be scored like that. For food.
No, it just, you know...
Cooked in my humble little kitchen.
For main course, salt-baked Chateaubriand with chervil Béarnaise and pommes frites.
That steak was to die for. It was flavoursome, a beautiful hint of thyme in there. It was cooked to perfection, great methods. The Béarnaise dough, I'll give you my recipe and I'll show you my technique.
Please do. Yeah, we'd love it.
The score I'm giving you for your main course is a 9.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
To use your words, Jessica, it was awesome. The flavour you got into that eye fillet was amazing. 10 points.
Awesome. It's very surreal. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pete.
Bri and Jessica for dessert, raspberry mousse cake with macerated berries and sugar-crusted almonds. Girls, the mousse was good, but the cake didn't belong on that plate with that mousse.
Yeah.
That mud cake was really dense and it just really didn't belong. The score I'm giving you for your dessert is a 5.
We hoped for more,
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
you know...
What can you do?
The score I'm giving you for your dessert is a 5. That gives you a grand total score this evening of 90 points.
God.
Congratulations.
Cuddle. All right, Brussels sprout. This is like... Is this really seriously happening?
What an outstanding achievement.
They've just scored a very high score in a tough competition. You know, good on them.
I think you girls should be proud of yourselves.
Yeah, I'm so proud of us, honestly, babe.
We're on the top of the leaderboard.
They've definitely earned top position. It was a fantastic night.
The hand that rocks the cradle
is the hand that rules the kitchen.
Jason, Felix, you're next. How do you feel?
We're definitely going to headquarters.
Yeah, we're definitely going through.
There's no doubt about it.
With that, we'll see you in Western Australia.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Congrats, ladies.
Thank you so much.
A score of 90 puts Bri and Jessica at the top of the leaderboard. With only Jess and Felix left to cook, Harry and Christo are still in danger of elimination.
We'll see you in Perth.
Unfortunately for Harry and Christo, the writing's on the wall at this stage. We will put the nail in their coffin.
Someone's got to go. And it won't be us.